Hello, I'm Leslie Miller. Welcome to More, the show that brings you more All My Children, more One Life to Live, and more of everything you're dying to know about our stars and their stories. Coming up today, a devil's bargain in Pine Valley.
If you ever want to see your daughter alive again, you will do exactly what I say.
And a scandal in Landview.
Jeffrey, what's the crime?
You name it. Investment fraud, wire fraud, money laundering.
Jill Larson gets personal. The naked truth about getting dressed in Pine Valley.
And you've got those amazing, great long legs. So why not wear a really short dress?
Sex symbol secrets.
I don't wear underwear, so I think that helps with what you're talking about.
But first, the last thing you ever expected to happen on All My Children happened. Moore has all the unbelievable details. Jesse made a deal with the devil to save Cassandra.
Maybe you tipped them off so they could run with my daughter when they found out I was headed here. Wake up, chief up.
Princess, time has come for you to really earn your keep.
Then I will do whatever it takes to bring your baby back home to you.
This is number. You will call me when job is done.
Pete said no to David and yes to Colby.
If I was interested in teaming up with you, I'd call you.
But you didn't. Now, being your father's son, what would you have done in my place?
You draw up a contract, ironclad. Okay? Hayward wants to partner with Cortland? We'll play. Colby Chandler?
Petey Cortland? No way! Dweeb to hot? What happened? It doesn't matter. Hope I didn't mess things up for you.
And no one believed in JR.
If that's all you want to see, the man I used to be, then go ahead. You know, if I could remember, I'd probably hate me too, but I don't remember.
But step it up, JR. Or Brooke would take everything.
And check out who paired up on this week's One Life to Live. It's a real shocker. Danger made strange bedfellows.
If you want us to find Victor, then you're going to have to tell me everything.
What did you do with the oxy that you took from Matthew?
What's this about, Manning?
Well, I think you should have it tested.
Jeffrey uncovered a scandal.
I've got our next big story. As big as the Senator Lord scandal.
Matthew wouldn't step up with his son.
You should come by for dinner sometime.
I'm not sure that's a good idea.
You ain't got nothing to worry about but regret.
Regret what?
The regret of not raising your son into a man.
Landview's hottest reality show hit a snag.
Gorgeous. And she's got jokes?
Full package. I'm gonna make her a star.
Say hello to your new leading lady.
And Rama closed her open marriage.
Got all the way down the hallway, realized I forgot something.
You.
Did you know that Jill Larson once played a psycho killer on One Life to Live? How did she switch gears to Opal in All My Children? Jill shared the top secret tricks of her trade only with me in this More exclusive.
When I first started on the show, you know, I was replacing someone who had done the role 6 years earlier, and I had not seen her, but every time I asked someone about it, they went, oh, Opal, she's amazing. She wears huge earrings. And that was all I could get, and I was kind of panicked until I went for the fitting, and they put the clothes on me, and it was like, okay, now I get it.
How was your big night with Miss Celia?
She didn't show.
Her fantasy was the movies and movie stars and the wardrobe and glamour of that time, and she's always sought to sort of emulate that. I think that Opal maybe represents, especially for a lot of women, the unedited side of all of us, the side that would like to just say anything the way Opal does. And of course, most of us don't really feel like we have the liberty to do that.
I heard they sprung you from the pokey, but I never imagined you'd be darkening my door.
Actually, I'm looking for Petey.
I don't care if you're looking for the Pope. You are not welcome.
Oh, wait.
What is the fan reaction when you go out in public?
To me, it's so lovely that people have connected to Opal in the way that they have, with as much passion and enthusiasm.
In just a moment, be Jill's very special guest as Moore takes you behind the scenes of her dining, dancing, and donating for a great cause. But first, Moore also sat down with One Life to Live's Ryan Cooper.
So, officer, what's up?
Relax, man. No one's arresting you.
Is that going to develop into maybe a bad cop scenario?
I'm kind of hoping so. So we'll see what they have in store for me. But I would like to explore that a bit more. And
Dean filled me in on your situation.
More fun to play a bad guy than a good guy?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Less rules, right?
And who knows what's going to happen at shelter?
There's been a few things come up. The overdose,
Oh my God. Danny! Oh my God.
the power cut,
Calm down, everyone. Stay still.
Yeah.
all sorts of things.
Your background is very interesting. You were a carpenter as you were starting out, and now a few years later, here you are as an actor on a popular soap.
So did Cutter hire you to take care of the place or look the other way?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I was building and someone came to my building site and asked me to do a photo shoot. And next thing you know, I'm up in billboards all over New Zealand. And I was like, wow, you know, he's good looking, right? So,
You are good looking. I'm not going to deny that.
So I thought, you know, I can make a career out of this. And rather than having beams fall on me and injuries and things like that, I thought, why not?
And this is
Why
where
not travel the world and work? So it's great.
And you realized soon that you could make a career out of being really, really, really good looking.
Yeah, Mr. Zoolander. My dad used to say I couldn't walk past a fridge or a mirror. So we're working on that.
Is it true?
The fridge is very tempting.
You're very fit. In fact, you have a brand of healthy snacks and juices called Coops & Co.
It's a raw, organic, healthy foods. Would you like to try some?
I would like to see what you have here.
Okay.
It's green and I have to be honest, it doesn't look very appetizing. Oh, it doesn't smell that good either.
That's the least sweet one as well.
It's
or
very,
beetroot.
for lack of a better word, vegetable-y. Guys, you want to try it? Want to try the green juice?
You're the guinea pig.
More is just getting started. Coming up after the break, Jill and Ryan bear all to answer your questions.
What misconceptions do people often have about you?
And want to be the first to know who's on the hot seat next week?
I don't think you want to do a show with drunk actors.
They say clothes make the man, and in Pine Valley, dresses make the diva. More caught up with Jordan Lane Price and All My Kids style guru.
Hi, I'm Susan Gammy. I'm a head costume designer on All My Children and One Life to Live.
I absolutely adore the fashion on the show. I think Susan really molds each character from scratch, and their style is so integrated with their characters. It's quite a feat, and she's done amazing.
I have never done that before.
What? Risk your life with somebody who thinks speed limits don't apply to him?
Yeah, that too.
You know, Celia's really finding herself. She was kind of innocent, and now she's starting to question more, and she's starting to want to go on adventures more, and she wants to date more, so her clothing reflects that.
Exactly. So we're trying to evoke more and more physical confidence in Celia, but in her own unique way.
It's New York. I'm in New York City.
One of the things I've really enjoyed about designing Celia's wardrobe is that we've been able to kind of morph it along at a very rapid pace as she's experiencing so many changes.
Oh, where do I even start?
So where we started out in that much more covered up, preppy look, we are moving to an older, more confident, more individual look, and it's really just been a pleasure to play that in sync with the story.
Normally I'm in brights and pinks and lots of florals, and now it is a little bit darker. This is one of my outfits for the show. This is just a little black dress and Mary Jane wedges, which are kind of amazing. It definitely shows the more mature side of Celia and the fact that she's growing up a little.
It's sexy in its own way, but it's in a way that is unique to your character. And you've got those amazing, great long legs. So why not wear a really short dress?
Coming up on More, it's your turn to put our actors on the spot.
Have you ever had any run-ins with the cops?
How Torsten K really feels about sex.
I hope I never have to take my shirt off or have sex on camera. It's hard enough at home, but to do it here.
And the lowdown on the lion, Snoop Lion, from the soap star who knows him best. Only on More. Welcome back to more. Each week you surprise us with your questions and the actors surprise us with their answers.
My first question for you is, what misconceptions do people often have about you?
I think they expect that I'll have a Southern accent, and they expect that I am like Opal, which in the beginning I was not at all. And over the years, we have kind of merged and become more similar than we were before. Hopefully I've embraced or I've taken on some of Opal's stronger, more assertive qualities, and she's taken on some of mine.
I wanted to know if you could tell me some of your funniest on-set moments in Pine Valley today, Jill.
Well, one of the most recent ones actually was on my first day back the first day that I met Rob Wilson, who was going to be my son, Petey. And we had done about 3 scenes, and then we had a scene where I was bringing in this plate of brownies to offer him. And they were called, this part was cut out of the episode, but they were called double fudge caramel crunch brownies or something, some big long thing that I was very worried about getting it out smoothly. So I was concentrating on this. I walked in and I look up and he has no shirt on. And I was not prepared. And of course, he's gorgeous, so that was a little distracting. And of course, I didn't get the double fudge caramel nut brownie thing out right. And then the director from the booth called down in front of everyone and said, "Jill, please stop looking at your son as if he's an item on the menu." It's just wonderful to have one of my boys underfoot again, that's all.
Now that you're playing a cop on screen, I have to ask, have you ever had any run-ins with the cops?
Ooh, good question.
No, never.
Never?
No, never.
Not even
some
close?
Some kind of, maybe close calls, but yeah. I'm a good boy, look at me.
I don't know.
Sam on Facebook wants to know, Ryan, what are the perks to being the hot new cop in town?
Wow, perks. I get access to the club.
Hi, I'm Bruce.
That's pretty cool.
And the surprises just keep coming. If you had to guess which All My Children actor goes by the nickname Toasty, who would it be? One Life to Live's Bob Woods tells all, plus his scoop on Snoop.
It's party time when he's here. I don't know, everybody's in a good mood and excited and everything else, and he's good. The last time he was here, the amount of work he had to do was unbelievable. One scene, 14 pages long. They'd give him notes and he'd pick right up.
What's the problem, B? What you look so down for? I ain't seen you this down since I was signed to death row.
Yeah, remember that? He was just amazing. I'm struggling trying to remember what to say. He just rattles it all off.
Nah, hold on, Bo. That's straight bullshit, man. I done seen you around a little bit. Only thing you guilty of is caring too much.
He wrote the theme song for One Life to Live.
Yes, that's really cool. I'll tell you something else cool. Torsten Kay and I have been real close friends since he was Patrick on One Life to Live. And Toast and I built this tree house in 1997 that is a replica of our old Carpenter Gothic house that sits up on these posts, and it's around the tree. And it's just fun to tinker around and build something and then just sit back and look at it and smile.
Still looking for more? Then check out my exclusive interview with Toasty, where he reveals the weirdest thing about having sex on camera.
I'm the luckiest woman in Soapland right now. Do you know how many women would kill to be standing here talking to you?
7.
Several.
Oh, I thought
100,000, millions.
Nah, yeah, okay, good. That's a good audience for us. You ever do more than dance?
So many other things. And you were in Smash last year.
I don't know. No one would recognize me walking down the street. They'd recognize you in the red jacket.
No, I don't think so.
No?
No, don't be so modest. Come on.
You want to do that now? You have time to
walk down the street? Yeah.
What show her. Look at that. She's a pretty woman.
I know. We had her on the show earlier. She's great. I gotta say, you are a huge flirt. I see that with all the ladies.
Yeah, but you know
I
what?
thought it was just with me. I'm a little disappointed, but that's okay.
It's mostly with you.
No, not really. You're definitely one of the heartthrobs on All My Children. And listen, I watch the way the women follow you with their eyes when you walk through the room, when you walk onto the set.
Maybe you can change your mind on that. I don't wear underwear. Don't make me prove it. So I think that helps with what you're talking about, being a heartthrob. And I like to wear tight pants. So it's a lot of that.
Do you consider yourself as sort of a sex symbol in the soap world?
No, God, no. No. I hope I never have to take my shirt off or have sex on camera, which is the weirdest thing, by the way. It's hard enough at home, but to do it here with someone that you barely know and try to come up with this, I find that very, very complicated.
How does your wife handle you? I mean, she must just put you in your place.
She does, yeah. Well, she's Canadian, so she does. No, she's a good egg, and we've been together for a long time. And, I think we kind of get each other. Hope we do.
Well, she's a knockout, too.
She is,
so you make a very attractive couple.
I'm not going to be with an ugly lady. Come on now.
I wouldn't imagine. Torsten, K, don't pronounce the H.
So, I'll see you later.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're great. It was really fun.
All right, go Wings. 8 o'clock tonight.
Okay, I thought you said go away. I am going to go away.
No,
but
don't
yeah,
go
okay, go Wings. Go Wings.
Later, guys. Bye.
Thanks.
And you won't believe what's in store for both All My Children and One Life to Live next week. Our exclusive sneak peek is coming up.
Do you remember when you were interested in anybody but me?
I was young.
Welcome back to more. And now, Jill Larson escorts you to her glamorous New York City fundraiser. And only more was allowed behind the scenes to capture the elegant high society action.
This is a party, an annual fundraiser, where people who are mostly friends of the theater come and, we have dinner, we have gondola rides, we have dancing, we're going to be dressing up in costumes, and we have a live auction. Everyone knows that ticket sales only cover a shockingly small percentage of the costs of producing theater. All of the money that's raised tonight will go toward that. And we'll all have a great time doing it.
That fun-filled night raised some serious money. Jill filled me in on why she thinks it's so important to make theater available for all.
It's an off-Broadway theater company that has been in existence for 29 years, which already is kind of extraordinary to be able to maintain something like that in Manhattan for that length of time. We have a full season of productions at our theater on 30th Street, but then every Monday night we do a staged reading of a new play at a library somewhere in the 5 boroughs. Areas that have no opportunity to connect with theater or with new material and so forth are able to come to these readings for free and have a discussion afterwards with the actors. The intention of the theater is to give voice to all of the communities, all of the races and cultures and traditions that make up New York.
Urban Stages is one cause close to Jill's heart. Breast cancer is another. After news broke about Angelina Jolie's aunt dying of breast cancer, I asked Jill and her co-star Heather Roop their thoughts on Angelina's decision to have a preventative double mastectomy. Their touching answers only on more.
She has always been very courageous in all of her life choices. In that way, I respect her very much. It prompts me to think, what would I do if I were in her shoes? And to know that that is an option, and clearly it was the right choice for her. But it's a hard choice, a very hard choice.
Heather, what do you think?
It is so much about aesthetics in this industry, and what's obviously most important, our health, being there for her family, doing something that's preventative, knowing I lost someone in my family from breast cancer. To be able to take control in that way, I think is wonderful, and how she put it out there to raise the awareness of being able to have those options and those choices, and not making it about what we're presenting to the world, but what taking care of us inwardly, which often is going to create outward beauty anyway.
Next week,
I make my first entrance, and all you see is the portrait, and then my head pops up, and I go, I'm back.
In just a moment, a first look at what's coming up on both shows that you can only see on More.
I did not kill Yuri Kozlov, but I will find whoever did.
Welcome back to More. Check out More's exclusive first look at next week's One Life to Live. Here's a sneak peek at the upcoming drama.
Paul and Stepnor have planned a family dinner.
And they've invited me?
We don't even know if it's Pellegrino Fund is what the SEC is going after.
Yeah, but what if it is?
Ditch the plane ticket and drive there.
What?
No.
Right now. Be at her place when she wakes up tomorrow.
What are you gonna do?
I'm going to close.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Are you kidding me? The point is that even if you think that you're a freak, the Nightbird has got you beat.
And there are just as many mind-blowing changes of fortune coming up in Pine Valley. Here's a sneak peek at next week's All My Children.
When do I see my daughter?
When you have done everything I instructed and my death is official.
Do you remember when you were interested in anybody but me?
I was young.
So you're game for anything I throw at you.
Feel free to bring it on, Miss English.
I did not kill Yuri Kozlov, but I will find whoever did.
I swear to God, if you ever touch me again, I will call the police and you will rue the day.
Thanks for joining us. And remember, More is your show, and we want to hear from you. So contact us on Twitter or Facebook, or email us at more@theonlinenetwork.com and tell us what you want to know about your favorite soap stars. We'll see you next week with More.